Good morning, brothers and sisters. Almost good afternoon. It's about 11 a.m., about 5 minutes to 11 for me. So the day is starting to get going. I wrote a poetry piece that I wanted to share with you guys about some of the symptoms of schizophrenia. A lot of people know of a couple symptoms that are positive symptoms of schizophrenia. When you're talking about the illness itself, there are two categories when it comes to the symptoms. There's positive symptoms and there's negative symptoms. The positive symptoms represent an excess or distortion of normal functions, while negative symptoms indicate a reduction or absence of normal behaviors and functions. A couple examples of positive symptoms: hallucinations are a big one. A lot of people are quite familiar with hearing voices or seeing things. Delusions is another positive symptom, which is really holding firm to false beliefs that are not based in reality, such as paranoia or believing one has special powers. Disorganized thinking and speech is another positive symptom. And then there's abnormal motor behavior, which can include agitated movements, lack of movement even, or unusual postures. But the negative symptoms are what we're talking about today. Examples of negative symptoms include flat affect or reduced emotional expression. In other words, it is a decrease in the outward display of emotions, such as a monotone voice or lack of facial expressions. And then you have evolution, I always mispronounce this word, but it's a decrease in motivation and ability to initiate and sustain goal-directed activities. You have allegoia, which is reduced speech output or difficulty speaking fluently. You have anhedonia, inability to experience pleasure from activities that are normally enjoyable. And then social withdrawal is another negative symptom, so lack of interest in social interactions and relationships. A lot of people know of positive symptoms because those are usually, I would say in my experience, those are the things that people notice about me right away when it comes to something's not right with him, something's a little bit off, he's not acting like his normal self, what's going on, is he okay? People a lot of the times see the positive symptoms like my hallucinations, hearing voices, seeing things, paranoia, delusions, disorganized thinking. That's what people notice right away from me. But what people don't notice are the negative symptoms, and that is what I wanted us to talk about today when it comes to a poetry piece. So I'm going to read this to you guys, and I hope and I pray that it provides a little bit of insight into how bad negative symptoms can be for someone living with schizophrenia, of how it can impact our life and impact our day just when it comes to a Saturday, of what it looks like. So here we go. This one is titled Still Breathing Barely. So let's start. Page 1 or part 1, This Isn't Living. I'm not alive. I'm just not dead yet, existing in a body that clocks in but never shows up. I wake up and stare at the ceiling like it owes me an apology. No thoughts, no feelings, just static. I know I should shower, I know I should eat, I know I should give a damn, but I don't. Not because I'm lazy, not because I'm selfish, because the part of me that used to care packed up and left without leaving a forwarding address. I remember when I used to dream, big ones, loud ones, colorful and wild. Now my mind is a grayscale graveyard with broken tombstones of everything I used to be. People ask, "Are you okay?" I nod, lie, repeat, because the truth is, I don't even know what okay feels like anymore. Part 2, page 2, The Empty Chair. You ever sit in a room full of people and feel like furniture? I'm there, technically, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally, absent. It's not that I don't want to connect, it's that I can't. Something snapped, like the wire from my soul to the world just frayed. Now everything's out of reach. I don't feel sad. I don't feel happy. I just don't feel. My voice is gone, not like I can't speak, but like every word has to claw its way through thick mud and cobwebs just to leave my mouth. So I stay quiet, because explaining myself feels like running a marathon with broken legs, while people scream, just try harder. Try harder? To what? Pretend this is normal? Smile with dead eyes? Clap for things I don't care about and cry over things I can't feel? Yeah, sure, let me get right on that. Part 3, page 3, The Invisible Coffin. This illness doesn't scream, it whispers, and sometimes silence is louder than anything. I'm trapped in a coffin, but nobody sees the box. I walk, I talk, I even joke, but inside I'm buried 6 feet under, and nobody notices. The voices, I can handle that. The hallucinations, they're loud, but at least they make sense. But this emptiness, this permanent jet lag of the soul, it's torture in slow motion. Food has no taste, music has no rhythm, touch feels like cardboard, life is this gray, dragging corpse that I'm chained to every damn day. People think schizophrenia is wild and chaotic, but it's also this, the quiet death, the fading, the nothing, and that's the part that almost kills me. Part 4, page 4, still breathing, barely. And yet, I'm still here, somehow, by the skin of grace and the blood of a God who hasn't let go. I scream into a sky that never answers back, but maybe, just maybe, he's listening in the silence. Maybe the fact I got up today is proof I haven't lost. Maybe choosing to breathe when I'd rather rot is its own kind of holy. Maybe Jesus isn't waiting for me to get better. Maybe he's kneeling beside me in the thick of it, whispering, I know it hurts. I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, this is raw, this is ugly, this is me. A schizophrenic, an addict, a barely functioning disciple, dragging himself toward the cross. I don't have energy. I don't have joy. I don't have peace, but I still have him. And somehow, that's enough. Psalm 23, verse 4. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. So that's what I wrote, guys, in terms of a poetry piece about the negative symptoms of schizophrenia. As you can see, it's a lot. It's not talked about enough, and I feel like one of the reasons why negative symptoms aren't talked about as much is because they're things that are hard for people to see, to perceive, to realize someone is going through X, Y, and Z, because there are aspects of someone's personality, aspects of someone's emotional state and just mental state that, like I told you in the beginning, are a reduction, are an absence of normal behaviors and functions. And so those are things, people don't pay attention to as much sometimes. People are more likely to witness and be like, and are more willing, or not more willing, but are more likely to see that, oh, this person is talking to himself in the lobby of a Starbucks, and he keeps pointing and reaching out and interacting with someone who's not in the chair that's in front of him. He keeps talking like someone's in the chair sitting with him. That's strange. Someone's more likely to see that than someone who is struggling, with social withdrawal even, because someone might be like, oh, he's just a little depressed, he's a little shy, he's just going through a little problem, he's just needs some time to himself. Or even a decrease in motivation and ability to initiate and sustain goal-directed activities. Someone could be like, oh, he's just a little depressed, he's going through something, he'll get back up on his feet, he'll come out maybe later, he'll come out next time with us, he'll come out to eat next time, it's just he's gonna skip this time. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this poetry piece. This is just what I go through quite a lot when it comes to negative symptoms, and I hope that it provides a little bit of understanding of what schizophrenics like myself go through almost on a daily basis, or actually on a daily basis. I love you guys. Peace out.